Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 back with another drawing video. Today's video, it is on Red from Pokemon. And this video was requested by Cynthia Millage. Thank you very much for your request. So yeah, it's Sunday. Had a draw video time, Red from Pokemon. That's pretty much all there is. Alright guys, get your pencils ready and let's just jump in. Alright guys, so to get started, we are going to draw a big circle like all the other pictures we ever drawn. You usually start off with the circle. Make it nice and big. This is going to be his head, so it's going to be the focal point of the picture. And then once you get the circle down, you can kind of draw in the crosshairs for the face. Like that. Then one going across like this. And then you can kind of finish off the circle face gesture by drawing a line kind of like this. So that's going to be Red's head. Actually, his eyes should curve around more like that. There we go. That's going to be his head. And then he pretty much has a straight line for his body gesture. And then his shoulder should be about here. You can kind of draw like a bell type shape at the end. That's going to be like his sleeve. Something like that. Then his arm will come out and over. About here. And then we can draw the little Pokeball he's holding. Kind of like that. Which is just another big circle. But that should be pretty much all we need for the gesture. So I'm going to jump into his face. So I start with just getting the shape of the head first. So around the eyes I just kind of draw a curved line going in like this, kind of out for the cheek, and then go to like kind of like a point for the chin. Just kind of go up and around like that, something like that, basic face shape. And then I guess you can draw on his ear, which is just a big kind of ear shape. So it's kind of like this big oval with a little bit of a bend in it. Like that. And then another curved line goes in. And you just kind of draw like little kind of curved lines just to show like ear stuff. Not like that, but you don't have to get too detailed with it. Something basic will work. And then for the nose, it starts about here and just kind of curves out and in. Like that. Very simple. And now we can kind of draw in his hat, which I like to start off with his hat because it kind of goes over his eyes, which would be about here and here. So if you think of that where his eyes are. And his hat just kind of goes, kind of makes like this V type shape. And then just kind of goes up. And then again makes a V. So you kind of get like this rectangle looking thing. Like that. And then you could draw another little rectangle like this above it. There's like the white part of his hat. And then you'll have like a little circle here. And then just to finish off his hat, it just kind of start about here, and then it just goes around and down, and then something like this. Alright, and then once we get the hat kind of gestured in the way we want it, we can draw in his hair, which there's two spikes that go down in the middle of his face. Like that. And then two spikes, one that goes out here, and then another that kind of just follows the kind of the curve of the face, like that. And then two more on this side by the ear. And it's very simple, just two spikes, just 1, 2, for all of them. And then around here you can draw like the back of his hair, which kind of just goes off into spikes. Like that. And now we can get more detail on his hat. So basically, this shape's actually pretty good. I'm going to just darken it in a little bit. And then here, you're going to just kind of draw like a line going down, and then just kind of like a rectangle that hugs the bottom line of the hat like this. Something like that. And then you draw in his eyes, which the hat kind of covers most of it. So you just kind of draw in the eye the way it should be, like that. And then just draw the big oval. And then a little half circle here. And then just another oval for the eye, and you can kind of shade it in. And then this eye almost gets completely covered, but you'd still see a little bit of it. Like that, and then just like a little oval. Like that. Just darken in some of these lines so you can see them better. And then you can just kind of darken in the lines for the hat. So we kind of finished it. And you draw a curve line here, just so like it bends. And then the rest of the hat shape's pretty good. Like that. Like that. And also in this circle, there's two lines that go across like this. And like that. So you pretty much got his face down. And then you could draw his smile, or his mouth. Whoop. It's just kind of like a straight line with a little gap, and then like another straight line. Like that. And you can kind of erase the overlap if it's bothering you. Again, sometimes erasing the overlap's pretty good because it allows you to see the picture a little better. So something like that. And if you really wanted to, you could kind of draw in like kind of like shade like this part in, like under his face. Because the hat would make like a shadow, just make him look a little bit more mysterious. You know, because Red's a shady guy. But anyway, that's down. That was actually very sloppy shading. Anyway, but if you wanted to, you could do that. Anyway, now we could jump into kind of his collar, because like it just jumps in front of his neck. So basically, you're going to start by the edge of the mouth and just draw a line that goes down and over like this. And then it curves and wraps around like that. And then I guess this is where the neck ends and like the hair. And then it just kind of wraps in and over like this. And you can draw in the rest of his neck, which just kind of curves down. And then he will have another little spike collar here, or like popped up collar, that's what it is. There, and then like a couple little hairs here, here, and one more. Like that. And then a line going across, and then down a little bit. And then this is kind of where you get the other, like we're not going to follow the gesture we made completely for the sleeve over here. That's the word I was looking for. Sleeve, but there should be a little space in between the collar and the sleeve, because it's like the red part of his jacket. And then the sleeve's pretty easy. Again, we can kind of use this as like a rough placement, but basically you're going to draw this big curve line. And it kind of curves in like this. And then the edge here, you can kind of just draw in, and then it curves in like this, and then out and around. Like that, and then same thing here, curves in, and then connects in like that. So you should have two lines that actually go into the sleeve, like that. And then for the arm, it's basically, you get like a nub that's out here, and then like another little nub that goes out and over, And then like this will be like the pinky. And then this will be another finger. And then just kind of wrap in and over. Like that. And like once you get the gesture in, then you can kind of darken in the lines a little bit. Like that. And again, this is probably the hardest part of the drawing, is the hand with the Pokeball in it. So basically, once you get this part down, what I like to do is redraw another circle by like this circle. So basically just redraw it like that. And then for the hand that wraps around it, it's kind of hard, mainly because like the fingers are kind of all over the place, like here and like there would be the thumb. So it's kind of like that. So basically you just kind of just jump right in, and the pinky would just be like this curved line that curves down and out like this, and then over and in, and then you get like another little curve for like the glove sleeve. And you can kind of draw on the nail too, which is just a curved line that like wraps around like this. And then for this finger, you kind of start here and go out, so curve around and up and around, and then about here you curve it up and then down. And again, you could draw on the nail on this finger. And then this finger, it just kind of goes off of here and just goes up and down like that. And then it starts curving back up. And then you just wrap it around. And you don't have to draw the fingernail on that finger. And then this just goes up and around like that. And then the thumb just kind of goes, curves down, and then kind of in like that. And then for the Pokeball, you can kind of draw like the crosshairs kind of like on the face. And then in the middle, you can draw a big circle. And in the middle of that one, you could draw another circle with like a little rectangle on the bottom that follows it. And once that's down, you can follow the guidelines you made just to make the lines across. Like that. And then same thing here. Like that. And you can kind of just shade this part in because it's supposed to be black. Like that. And then just to kind of finish off the glove, here is kind of like where the hand would kind of bend. Be a little curve line here. And another little curve line up here. With like a rectangle for like the wrist part of the glove. Like that. And then you can just finish off the body, which if you go over here, just kind of make like a V for like the collar part of his shirt. And then this would connect off. Just kind of go down. And then just another line kind of following it down. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and if you want to, you can kind of shade in the sleeve here. Again, I'm just doing a very quick just scribble just to make it darker. But yeah, anyway guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you draw Red from Pokemon. And we'll zoom out and back up a little bit. And I'll put like a more inked version right here, so you can kind of get the comparison. So yeah. Alright, stay still, camera. So yeah, this is what it looks like pretty much when you like erase all the guidelines and ink it out. So yeah, I'd say this is actually a pretty easy picture to draw, mainly because you're just drawing a person. The hardest part is probably the Pokeball and the hand, because like there's a lot of subtlety you need with the fingers, like the way you curve the lines on the fingertips. But I just got this picture off like Google Images, so I'd recommend like I don't know, you look up the picture, just type in Red from Pokemon on Google Images, and it should pop up, and then just like, you know, use that as like a frame of reference. But other than that, yeah, it isn't too bad. You know, just drawing a normal person. The hat kind of covers up the face a lot, so you don't really have to worry about a lot of like the face details, like eyebrows and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this video, please feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Also, if you have requests, the way requests work is you leave your request in the comments. I take your name and what you requested, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make how to draw videos, I just randomly pick one off the list, just something I want to draw that day. There's no order, there's no time, there's no like line, it's just what I want to draw that day. So, yeah, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Oh, and you know, share this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, guys, later. Bye-bye.